Welcome back, my dear sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy and my husband is Paul. We are an early retirement, debt and mortgage-free couple living in the state of New York, and our videos just show you how to live a full, abundant life while spending less money. So many non-frugal people think that frugal people don't have any fun. All we do is scrimp and save and put away our money and never enjoy life, and that could not be farther from the truth. I want you to take that notion, if you are a believer of that frugal people have no fun, and throw it right out the window, because there is nothing further from the truth. And in today's video, we're going to show you exactly what we mean by that. It is a Tuesday, which means it is viewer's choice or challenge. We have two people that suggested a great video. We have Gretchen and we have Vicky. Gretchen asked, well, how do you have a fun frugal date night? And Vicky asked, what can you do to make an ordinary picnic fun, frugal, and better all the way around? Well, we're going to combine those two topics together in this video today. We're also going to go out and show you what's going on in the garden, the DIY Paul did for our beans to grow healthy and tall. We just ask you, sit back, relax. You may want to get a pen and paper to get some of these fun, frugal ideas going. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the camera around and get out in the garden for a minute. We just want to show you what's going on out there. A lot of times you're asking us how our container gardens are doing, how our regular gardens are doing. And part of our frugal journey is raising some of our own food. Not a lot. We are not experienced farmers by any means, but we've got our own small little victory garden going. So let's turn the camera around and show you what's going on outside.
These are our cuttings from our tomato plants. This one here is a clone of our tomatoes that we put in water, if you remember, and now we planted them in pots. Here's another one, and here's another one. And then these guys sprouted up in the pots from probably seeds from last year or who knows when. So I just transplanted them in these pots, and we'll see what kind of tomatoes they are.
This one is so weird. Now, we're thinking it's a tomato, but this almost looks like a fig leaf right here. So I don't know if the figs cross-pollinated with the tomato. I know I'm probably being silly, but that definitely looks like a fig leaf, because I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah,
but it's one weird plant, so we'll see what it is. We'll keep you all posted.
These were all free. These are clones. So these were all babies the last time you guys saw them, and now look at them. They're really growing. These are our tomatoes, our peppers, and they're coming out pretty good. We're getting fruit now. They're starting to sprout. Here's our peppers. There's a baby pepper right there. There's a baby pepper there. Tomatoes. So these guys were all, what, how tall do you think they were?
Oh my goodness, they were babies. When we put them in, yeah, they saw.
They just grow and grow. I had to add extra stakes.
And you can
And
see how beautiful.
you go to the dollar store, you buy a pair of stockings, I guess. You cut them into strips and you tie your tomato plants so it doesn't hurt the plant and they can grow because it stretches. As the stalk gets thicker, it doesn't hurt the plant like a wire tie or something like that. So that's a hot pepper right there. Yep. There's our basil. We've been trimming off of that constantly. This stuff grows like a bush.
Remember, you don't want it to flower. We gotta keep it trimmed.
Yep.
I'll link the video down below on how to trim the basil. Very important to keep that basil trimmed and bring it in and freeze it.
These are our yellow beans, and they're getting bigger and bigger. So I decided to build the trellis, and all it is just some wood from the shed that I cut, hammered in the ground. I took some old clothesline pieces that I've had and I built the trellises. So hopefully they'll climb up. Look, we got a whole bunch growing here. The big tall plant is our horseradish, which is doing very well. That's a fall harvest for that one. Here's our mystery plant that popped up in the garden. Over on Instagram, people told us that this is a potato plant. So we're pretty excited. We don't know if it is or not. There's the base. You gotta do a little weeding. But so that could be potatoes. So that's great. We also have mystery tomato plants, which I left in the ground. There's one there. All throughout the garden, tomatoes are popping up. So that's a lot of fun. And these are our raspberry bushes, and we have a good yield coming out. Here's the baby raspberries. They're not ready yet, but we have two big, beautiful bushes here. Our sister-in-law gave us this, and they've been coming back every year.
So everything is looking really well. We've had a couple warm days, but honestly, overall, our summer has not been that warm. We've had a couple of days where it's been 90, almost to 100, and then the rest of the time it's like in the 70s. So we're hoping it'll regulate soon so the garden can really start producing and growing. On to our Tuesday's viewer choice. Gretchen and Vicky, thank you again. It is actually Paul and I's anniversary today. So what we thought we would do is show you what we did over the weekend to have a mini celebration before the actual day today. And ask me what we're doing today. We still haven't decided. I don't even know what we're cooking for dinner yet. But whatever it is, it'll be fun. But we did have a fun frugal date on Sunday. We wanted to share it with you. And my brother, his wife, and my niece came along, which made it even better. Yeah, we've been married long enough that other people can come on our dates with us and it doesn't matter. Let's start first with some really good frugal picnic ideas. When you think of going on a picnic, you think, okay, we have to pack a sandwich, we have to pack some soda, and maybe a bag of chips. But let's mix it up a little bit. First thing you're going to want to do is shop your home. Think of your home as a food store. Look in your pantry, your refrigerator, your cabinets. What do you have that would just make some fun, fast, frugal food? And a charcuterie board, minus the board, just the charcuterie, would be super easy and fun. Let me give you just some quick, easy ideas of what you can look for in your refrigerator and around your home that you can add to your picnic cooler. First of all, do you have any nuts or seeds in the house? They are portable, they're delicious, they're healthy, and they make a great snack. Fruit is another one. Do you have any whole fruits like maybe peaches or nectarines, apples? They travel wonderfully. If you have some grapes, pop them in the freezer before you go. And then by the time you sit down and have your picnic, they will still be frosty and delicious. So refreshing. Breads, other than your basic sandwich bread, do you have some rolls? Do you have some savory crackers in the house? They are portable, they are delicious to pair up. Crusty breads are another one. Check your freezer. What kind of breads do you have in your home? Bring those along. Veggies. Simple veggies can become such a treat. Cut up some celery, cut up some carrots. Do you have radishes? anything again that can be eaten with your hands. How about olives? They are again pop in your mouth, easy to eat. We're thinking of things out of the ordinary, different, and when combined, make a yummy portable feast. Instead of cold cuts, how about a veggie sandwich? Some pickles, tomatoes, lettuce wrapped up, so good. And don't forget dips. Make a quick, easy dip. Bring some ranch salad dressing with you to dip those veggies in, to dip the crackers in. So good. But shop your home first before you go and spend money on food, because things around the house, when combined in a different way and eaten outside of the home, are always so much more delicious. And don't forget sweet treats. You're going to see when we packed our little picnic for a little sweet ending. And those possibilities are endless. Look around. Do you have some cookies in the house? Brownies? Do you have maybe a little piece of chocolate in the house? Just a little bit goes a long way. So don't forget that sweet treat. Remember to chill your beverages, your water bottles before you take them. And don't forget food storage safety. Get your ice packs. Keep perishable foods cold. Don't forget that, very, very important. So these foods that you have around the home have just taken on a whole new dimension. Now, these are some really fun ideas we just shared. Now, our picnic was a little bit simpler. We used what we had. Some of the bags were even open, but we're going to show you. But we did make a delicious wrap. So I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to get into the kitchen for just a minute. And then after the kitchen, we're going to head together on our date. So let's go. You all love when Paul cuts meat and Dixie jumps on him. And here we go. Paul's cutting up ham for our roll-ups. She just sits waiting, hoping something will fall to the ground. When you are getting ready to go on your no-spend date night, picnic, whatever it may be, you are going to check your cabinets, your pantry, your freezer for a quick, delicious sandwich filling. Now you can go with like something great like peanut butter and jelly. You're going to want to keep it simple. If you remember, we had the ham that we froze from when my brother was here visiting us. I had sliced ham that was frozen in the freezer. Paul took 2 thin slices out. He diced them. Now you can do this with any kind of meat you have. I have about 3 ounces of cream cheese. This has been out for about 15 minutes only. You just want it a little soft. And then I have about a half cup of shredded, this is Colby Jack, but you can use any kind of harder cheese you want. Cheddar, Swiss, anything like that. I have a cup of diced ham, and wait till you see how delicious and easy this filling is. And what we're going to do is put it on those flour tortillas that we have in the refrigerator that we need to use up. So let's mix this together and make some delicious ham and cheese pinwheels. This really can't get any easier. We're literally going to put everything in this bowl and we're going to mix it together. This would make a great party appetizer as well. Going to mix everything. The cream cheese is going to be your binder. That's what's going to hold this filling together. So I'm just going to mix it till combined. So I just took half the mixture and I am spreading it around. Paul and I were just talking. We're not going to make pinwheels. We are going to make a wrap kind of sandwich. That just makes much more sense and it'll be easier to eat. So we're taking half of this mixture and we're just putting it in a nice circle all the way around. Now, these are the large size tortillas. Now I'm going to take 2 romaine lettuce leaves, just like that, and I'm going to have Paul roll this up. Beautiful. Now why don't we cut that in half? You could put a ton more lettuce on this. You could do you could do whatever you want. Look at how delicious that looks. So simple, so easy, using ingredients you already have in the house. It will keep beautifully in a cooler with ice packs. Perfect, delicious. Let's get to the other one now. Another thing you want to remember when you're going on a picnic or a no-spend date night, try to use reusable containers. You don't want to be carting a ton of garbage if you cannot find a garbage can. And basically, it's just a little bit more environmentally friendly to be able to use these reusable containers out and about for a picnic. Remember, we're shopping our homes for our picnic. I have this cranberry nut trail mix. This is perfect. This was a Saturday sampler from Acme. Totally free. They give away a product a week usually on Saturday, and this was one. So we're going to bring this because we have it. It's not even open. I am going to bring a nectarine for myself. I know I will eat one. I'll bring one. Maybe the mood will hit Paul and he will have one. And we have the bag of opened tortilla chips that we spent 99 cents for, if you remember, in our ShopRite haul. So this picnic date night is shaping up with some really yummy, free from our home food. Now we're going to look and see if we can find anything sweet to bring. I don't know. We're going to have to look around and see what we have for that. Perfect, perfect. I forgot Paul's Father's Day gift, which he is generously sharing. He had gotten an entire bag of Reese's miniature cups, which are his favorite. He still has a bunch left. And he's like, let's just bring a couple of these for a sweet treat. So we just put a couple in again in a plastic resealable container. And this now is really starting to come together. For our date night, it is, just about 100 degrees, and it's about 4:30 in the afternoon right now. So yeah, it's gonna be a warm one. We had such a wonderful time. That band was completely free, played for 2.5 hours. We had such a great time. This is a local band here. They're called Andrea and the Armenian Rug Riders. Oh my goodness. Classic rock from Zeppelin to Blondie, Fleetwood Mac, everything in between. 2.5 hours of free entertainment. It was amazing. It was amazing. And like I said, my brother was there, my sister-in-law, my niece. We had such a great time. What are some other great date night ideas? How about a date night celebrating the year you met? Watch a movie from that year. Play music from that year. Bring up what the headlines were in that year on the computer and see what was going on. That is so fun to do, especially for us, the music, because music is a big part of our lives. So that's always fun to do. How about, instead of the big museums and things like that, how about your local historical society museum or a local art museum? There are so many small museums locally that charge near nothing, if not free. A lot of them just work on donations. And oh my goodness, you can learn a little bit about your area, the history of your area, and what a great fun way to spend a day. Another one is cook together. Paul and I do this a lot, but it's something we really enjoy. We'll shop together maybe for some special ingredients, and then we cook together. It is so much fun. And then mix it up. Lay a blanket on the floor in the living room and eat. Or go out on the deck or on your porch and eat. Or how about breakfast in bed? I mean, we don't eat in bed, but I'm sure people must eat in bed. Whatever happened to breakfast in bed? A lot of people used to do that. Think outside the box and be creative. Another great one is teach each other something. When I just said that to Paul, I'm like, a great date night would be if you teach me something that you know how to do that I don't, and I teach you how to do something that I do maybe that you don't. He's like, great, I can teach you to solder. I'm like, okay, great. But I mean, again, be creative. There is so many fun and free, wonderful things to do in our homes, outside of our homes. People who say that frugal people have no fun are just wrong. They just don't know what they're talking about. We are probably some of the most creative people there are, because we're always looking at things in a different way, and how can we do this differently, and how can we make this bigger and better without spending a lot of money. And 99.9% of the time, we as a frugal community succeed. So we hope this video was helpful. Now, our question of the day is, what is your absolute favorite free and frugal activity to do? Please share that with us. What do you do on a special occasion that is free or near free or at least frugal? That would not only help us, but it would help our viewers as well. You all, I know, are going to come up with some great ideas, so please share. For the moment, probably a lot of you have been waiting for. It is time to pick the winner of our 25,000 subscriber giveaway. So here is the meal planner pad. Look at how pretty this is. The graphics are just beautiful, and on the back, here's the magnet, and the magnet moves. You don't even have to use the magnet if you don't want to, but if you want to put it on your refrigerator, go right ahead. You just adhere the magnet. So this and the $25 gift card will be one lucky winners. We are at our YouTube comment picker. This will pick the winner. So the first thing I did was enter the YouTube URL from the video with the giveaway in it. I clicked on the box to filter duplicate users so that everyone would just get one entry. Then I filtered the comments based on a specific text, and we all know that text was Dixie. Now I'm going to get my YouTube comments. Let's see how many there are. 400, 5, 6, 7. Wow, 714 comments. Now we're going to go over here, and we are going to pick our winner. Here we go. Barbara Matarazzo. Yay! Congratulations! Yay, Barbara! If you would please send me your mailing address to frugalmoneysaver@gmail.com. We'll get your gift out to you. Yay! Congratulations, Barbara.
Good job, Barbara.
Congratulations to our winner. We appreciate everyone who entered, all of you who have been with us since the beginning, those of you who have been with us a week. Either way, we love you so much, and we are so happy that you are part of our frugal family. We really, really are. And the winner, please don't forget to email me, frugalmoneysaver@gmail.com, with your mailing address, and we'll get these right out to you. We ask that you please give this video a thumbs up. It helps us so much. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave us a comment. Please, we ask you to stay well. We ask you to stay safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until we see you next time, have a great week.